Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Double Jackpot. Please subscribe and we're going to get into the second half of the Eagles Tampa Bay Christopher Mitchell video about his sports betting and his pathetic live roulette day, whatever day he is on, it doesn't matter. But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and open a pack of these vintage 1990 Fleer basketball cards. I did on the last opening get a Michael Jordan. So I did get the Michael Jordan card. So we're going to open up this pack and see what we have in it. I'm going to read every name. Okay, let's see if we can get another Michael Jordan. First card in the pack. Sherman Douglas. Little to no value. We got Brad Daugherty. Probably played with Mike. No, he didn't play with that Michael Jordan team, but was at the University of North Carolina Tar Heel. Wow, we got a great card here. Not a Michael Jordan, but we got Clyde the Glide Drexler. Awesome card here. I'm just going to show it in there. Clyde Drexler. Probably has paid for the pack. Then we got a great defensive Los Angeles Laker, Michael Cooper. Probably has little to no value, but Michael Cooper was a big integral part of that Showtime Lakers team with Lord Byron Scott, Magic, Kareem, Worthy. We got B.J. Armstrong. Probably played in the backcourt with Michael at one time in his life. Here's a great Phoenix Sun. Guy was a terrific shooter, probably 6'10", really an amazing player. Tom Chambers, probably has no value. Here's a guy that probably gets way little credit. Maurice Cheeks from the Philadelphia 76ers. I remember this guy being a great Dallas Maverick, Mark Aguirre. Ron Anderson, Chicago Bulls, little to no value. So far, we're not doing very good. This guy was a pretty good shooter, has little to no value of any value. Vern Fleming. And this just made the pack. As I told you, we got Clyde Drexler, and I just got none other than Larry Bird. Larry Bird. Third card. Third to last. He was a terrific shooter. Thurl Bailey. Anthony Bowie. Please be a Michael Jordan. John Battle. Upside down. David Wingate. I believe his best career, I think he played at Georgetown Hoyas for John Thompson. I believe David Wingate was there. Could be wrong. Just going off the top. So the pack was definitely paid for by the Larry Bird and Clyde Drexler card. So did well. We did well in that pack. Clyde Drexler and Larry Bird, vintage 1990. Not their rookie cards, but still. Okay, we're going to jump into the Christopher Mitchell, but what y'all are all waiting for. We saw the video, and let's just talk about the complete. He says, people that make these videos don't share their face. What's not to show, you guys? I'm here. He says it's fake and whatever. If anybody should know about fake videos, it's none other than Christopher and Stacy Mitchell. Fake everything. So we're going to get into how stupid Christopher Mitchell really is. Who's going to lay $1,000? And he's probably going to win the bet, okay? Let's just break this down. $1,000 lay to take back. I'm going to give him $350. I don't know what it is. $350. Okay? Actually, it would be $300 if it was minus 300. Okay, he's laying $1,000 to take back 300. Okay, that's fine. 300 pays 100. Okay, so he's laying $1,000 to take back 300. I was giving him an extra $50. Okay, let's break this down. Games can change second half. Who knows? Let's just think the Bucks looked like they were in complete control. Christopher, you talk about this no fear mentality, and let's face it, you placed some stupid bets and you got lucky today. Did y'all see when he was playing those $2,000 martingales? I mean, that would have wiped out his whole $7,000 bankroll. What would he have done? Yes, he won it, but did you see his face all fringed up? I mean, I'm pretty assuming that video would never been posted. It wasn't online live. So had he lost that bet, oh my God, it would have wiped his $3,000 bankroll. He'd had nothing. He dug himself so many holes. All that stress, and he's going to walk away with $135. No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't need that in my life. That's unhealthy. And I hope you guys agree that that's unhealthy. $3,000 at one time he was down. He painted himself into such a corner. He had to play $2,000. That's not being a no-fear gambler. That's called a gambling degenerate. So what if he shows $105,000 in his Chase account? So what? He has no life. Let's be honest. He doesn't show you anything he does other than coming out here doing this 19-day challenge. Okay? Let's understand he's a fraud. He sits there and says there's no victims, there's no this, there's no that. He's trying to downplay it. It's all affecting him. I get literally probably 50 emails just on the subject of his victims and how I personally, that's all I can speak for, is myself, have saved people from going into sending him money. So if I've saved one person from sending this fool any money and joining his circle and giving him anything, that's all that it's about. And I know I've had at least more than 50 people tell me that I've saved them from getting conned. And let's move on to the whole thing. Other people that make these videos have said that he's at least reached out to 200 plus people that have sent him money. So let's just say he's collected over $200,000 from victims over the last year and a half. He's collected at least that much. But let's face it, the reason he doesn't have this brick and mortar rolling like a high roller is because he can't martingale and get his money back. His wife got sick of him coming home losing because the table limits and he didn't have enough bankroll to place those big bets. Look, it's not a matter of him being fearless. It's a matter of him being foolish. Let's understand that this guy is a fool. He won $2,000 just to get to even, because that's why his wife's not involved in this stuff. My spouse, and there is no way you can put your significant other through this kind of crap. You're going to martingale, he did it twice today and he got lucky both times, and one was by one number. It doesn't matter how you win it, but I'm just saying he actually thought he lost it. That's, he said it was the glare or whatever. Who cares? Who cares? He won it. And that's the bottom line. That's all that matters, is getting the win. But, and I do stress but, there's no way I want to be on a video where my face is red, I'm all scrunched up, and I'm praying and commanding and hoping the ball lands there. But again, if it doesn't land there, you're not seeing the video. You're not seeing his plays, and you're never going to see that. And I promise you, what's off the air, he digs holes. He digs holes that he doesn't get out of. Because the two $2,000 bets you saw him win off the camera, he's losing those bets. Okay, he's losing them, and this is the thing. And I've known so many of these people. I mean, this is sad. This is the sad part about gambling. I've known so many of these people in my younger days. I'm talking back in my 20s, before I had kids, before I had anything. This is what's really, really sad. People don't value, especially when they're single, when they're only supporting themselves, and they don't really value it. They're at the horse track. They're at the dog track. They're gambling like crazy on stuff. And I've seen it. I've seen some sad stories. I really have. But at that particular time in my life, it wasn't like I was like, this guy's an idiot. I was just thinking either he makes more money than he knows what to do with, or he has such an addiction that there's nothing I can say or do. I just kind of, they were my friends, but I distanced myself from that. Um, but like any addiction, there's nothing good that comes out of it. I promise you. You saw him win the $2,000 bets twice. How many of those do you think he loses? Because he does lose. You're not going to win them. You saw him lose some $800 bets tonight. That's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. And I don't care what he says and what it's so easy to prove. He won't prove anything. It's just, there's no proof. If do it live, Christopher, do it live while we're watching you. Simply set a timer, put a upcoming event, and let us see you do it live. Let's see you do it live for 10 days in a row. You talk down to your viewers, you talk down to potential customers, you call them idiots, you call them this, you call them that. A lot of these people are watching you for entertainment. You say you want to see these videos. You've ruined a lot of people, and they've ruined themselves. There is personal responsibility that needs to be had, but why are you trying to reach out to these people? Because you're desperate need, and you have gotten several hundred people, and you have made several $100,000 off of these people. And when you were in the brick and mortar playing $5,000, playing crazy bets, that's why that is why he's doing this 50 cent stuff, because he has a lot more opportunity to martingale and get his money back. And eventually, it's going to turn on him. It's going to turn on him eventually. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. It's going to happen. Okay, we're going to close this video out. Y'all did see the tension. You couldn't help it. It was all in his face. It was all, this guy was a beaten up mess. Did he win? I mean, I would not want to sit there and have $2,000 on the wheel, to be up $135 at the end of the video. Okay, that's no way to do it. I don't care if he wins the 300, because that's stupid. In the future, if you're going to risk that much, you're better off playing the point spread. You really are. People, I've done this a long time. If you're going to bet something, let's just say you do several money line bets, and then you put them all together, and he's gonna profit $300 risking $1,000. Okay, he's a fool. Just saying, he's a fool. It's not a smart play. If he would have just played the straight point spread, you're laying 1,100 to win 1,000 minus the 110. And then he just has to win by a touchdown. Just saying. I would much rather, if I'm doing this, I would much rather lay the points. And if I lose, 1,100. Or if I'm going to put 1,000 to win 900 or 880, fine. But I've done these crazy things, never to put that kind of money down on the thing, but I'll give you an example. Opening day, I had the Jacksonville Jaguars to beat the Houston Texans at home. Thought that was their lock of the day. Never happened. Again, I'm playing with $2, $3, $4, and $5 on the same site as him, but a reputable site, not his site, but the same thing. They take small wagers, entertainment purposes only. Entertainment purposes only. Same way with Alabama on the money line. And I'm a diehard Aggie, so I told you if Alabama doesn't win, I win both. I win either way. I'm either going to win with Alabama, or I'm going to win with my team beating Alabama. So that's the fun part if you're going to bet against your team. But let's understand, if you're going to play a team, play the point spread and be done with it, unless you're going to risk the money line and do it in multiple parlays. Let me repeat myself. When I say multiple parlays, I said that kind of wrong. Multiple teams inside of one parlay. So 2-teamer or 3-teamer with a high money line. Because it's all about risk to reward. This fool's only going to walk away with $300 on that $1,000 risk. Woohoo. That's not $1 million thinking. He talks about idiots. There's your idiot move of the day. You don't do that. You don't do it. Ask the people that bet on Mike Tyson against Buster Douglas. There was a Japanese businessman, I believe. I was reading. This is 25 years ago. Gonna make a big payday on Tyson. And guess what? Buster Douglas knocks him out. Of course, it's a cricket sport. I totally get it. I realize all that stuff. But people that are looking to, it only takes one upset. Be very cautious. Entertainment for entertainment purposes only. Do not believe this fool. Do not believe his crazy antics. Don't believe you saw him dig crazy holes today. $2,000 twice. The tension was unbelievable. Okay, and like I said, had he lost those, we probably would have never seen them. It just depends on the video outcome of how we're going to see these videos or not. And again, Christopher, what other businesses do you have? Because you're too busy making videos, and trust me, you're not making anything on YouTube. I guarantee you're not cracking $200 a month. Okay, I doubt it. Show us your YouTube check. Show us that. Flash it. Maybe you can make a fraudulent YouTube check. Anyway, guys, like and subscribe. I'm trying to build my subscriber base up so I can do live videos and do stuff like that. I think you have to at least get close to having way more subscribers than I have, but you know, you can do live videos once you reach a certain point. But guys, love each and every one of you guys. Appreciate all your comments, and we'll do a new video. We'll do a video real soon. I want to give you a little PS before I let you go. I've got a video in the makings that is going to be amazing. I don't know when it's going to be up. I don't know. I still got to make it. It's not going to be Christopher Mitchell, but it's going to be a doozy. And it's going to be coming, let's hope, within the next week. I'm probably going to have to learn some editing. I got to learn, if any of you guys can tell me maybe a camera to use, but I'm trying to do it within the next 2 or 3 days. But I really need better equipment. So if you guys can tell me, I definitely need to invest in a mic. I know that. I appreciate your comments on that. We're going to try to do these off our phones, but I really want a recording device so I can record something. So if anybody knows of that, it's got to be something that I can hide, because a lot of times you can't have them on you. But anyways, it's going to be a good video, and I hope I can make it work. If not, don't mean to build you all up. I'm going to do my best. Okay, guys, y'all have a great night. Talk to you on the next one.